Minecraft Bedrock Edition 1.20.30 has just been released as a full release for the game, and right now we're going to be covering the biggest things released in this update. First off though, all the clients for Minecraft Bedrock Edition are going to be crashing, and I will release tutorials on how to fix that as soon as I possibly can. Please, if they aren't out yet, have patience. However, I'll link them in the description as well as if I remember the pinned comment. Anyways, as I said, we're going to be going over the biggest features in this update, starting off with the death screen. Mojang has now implemented the fully new death screen experience, which everybody will have seen partly, and which was also implemented partly, but not fully yet, and that's GOAT. Anyways, that is being fully implemented. The next big change is crawling. So, as you guys probably know, you are able to sneak and then go underneath of a half slab or a 1.5 block tall gap. And that was basically Java Edition parity, and now the exact same thing has been implemented for crawling, which was delayed, but crawling is also a feature on Java Edition, and now on Bedrock Edition you will also be able to crawl inside of a 1-block gap, which is definitely incredibly exciting. Not sure why these goats are attacking me because I'm not in Java Edition, but okay. I mean, I'm not in survival. Okay, anyways, continuing on to recipe unlocking. So recipe unlocking is now just as sneaking, no longer an experimental feature, and now you can enable recipe unlocking on the create new world screen. And basically what recipe unlocking is also from Java Edition. That is basically that you need to have gathered wood to be able to create a crafting table, etc. And the main idea is, I believe, to introduce new players of this game, for them to just have a smoother start. So the second you grab wood, you'll be able to see that you can make a crafting table, and if you craft sticks in that crafting table, then you'll be able to see that you can craft a wood pickaxe and stuff like that. That'll all pop up in the top right hand side of the screen. If you've ever watched people play Java Edition or played it yourself, that'll probably sound recognizable. Anyways, the next thing we also have is recipe book search. So the recipe book search has been updated when playing in survival mode, and it'll have the following changes. So the search will only match the beginning of any word item's name, right? So if you search for TOR, it will now show torch, redstone torch, and daylight, but not, for example, daylight detector. This is so that it's going to be easier to basically narrow down what you can find. This is actually a change that we've also found implemented in Java Edition, or actually going to in 1.20.2, I believe, which is coming out really soon as well. Anyways, we also now have a sleeping percentage game rule, which is definitely very nice. This is for multiplayer. This means that you can, as your own game rule, choose how many players would have to sleep to pass a night in multiplayer. So let's say there are 5 people online. Then you can choose by editing the game rule, how much percent of the players needs to sleep. If you set it to 0, then only 1 person needs to sleep on the entire server or multiplayer world, and the night will be skipped. This means that you don't all need to go searching for a bed if you want to pass the night, but 1 person only has to sleep. And of course, this is customizable and editable for each world because it is a game rule and you can choose how much percent you want. Anyways, those are really the biggest features, and the rest is a bunch more features, of course, mainly just bug fixes and bedrock parity. Anyways, if you want to hear more about those, then let me know down in the comments, and I will have covered them in many of the betas and previews I've covered recently. Anyways, I will also link the changelog for this full update down in the description below if you want to find out some more details. For right now though, thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye bye.